Compass FM, North Canterbury's community radio station. Time now to have a chat with the Mayor of the Hurunui district. Every Wednesday we have a chat. Mari, good morning. How's things going in the Hurunui this morning?
Good morning, Kerry. Beautiful. It was the frost actually in the Hurunui this morning, well, from where I am, and but it looks like the sun may shine. So I guess we're in the midst of winter, aren't we? Really. So this is the right time for us to get the right weather. This is where we're at.
Absolutely. Climate change. What climate change? Now it looks like weather, not 18 degrees and blue sky and a northwest wind. So I'm actually quite relaxed about it. A couple of things that we've got coming in the Hurunui today, in particular. You've got a couple of workshops sorted out, ready to help get people's, if they want to put a submission in to the council, you've got a workshop helping people to do it. It's on today. Tell us about that.
Oh, actually, this is for the three waters that we're talking about here. So the new legislation around the water entity bill, and this is to support people to submit to the Finance and Expenditure Committee of and that, of course, needs to be done by the 22nd of July. So as a council, we wanted to support members of our community, whether they choose to support in favour or not of the new water entity bill. We thought having some workshops to help them with that would be helpful to our community. So today at the Cricket Pavilion at 12:30, so it's short and snappy, so half an hour, 12:30 to 1 p.m, and then tomorrow night at the Rotherham Hall from 6 to 6:30. We welcome people to come in. It's a very informal session. It is not. It's not to provide on one bias or the other, but it's actually to give our community the tools to submit to a central government process, which many community members may never have done before. So we welcome people to come along to that, and we'll pop another couple of in over the next couple of weeks, because the 22nd of July is coming around rather quickly.
Yes, it is. Now, would this be a good thing to do, even if this is for the three waters? Excuse me, I didn't get that right at the start. So that's fine. And it's probably fair to say that it's not 100% people against the three waters. There's a few people out there who are looking at what it could do, and so this is actually a really good idea. Would this help people submit their thoughts on processes moving forward for maybe the next thing that the council's looking at doing?
Oh, look, absolutely. Anything that we can do to empower people to understand these processes is really important. So we thought it was an opportunity that we should take to provide the tools to our community to submit to this, as I said, to the Finance and Expenditure Committee through, this is a central government process, obviously, not a local government process.
Copy that. No, that's fair enough too. We are looking at the rural app, this new initiative by the New Zealand Police. It's being promoted in the Hurunui district and the Waimakariri, nowhere else in New Zealand. Are you getting any feedback from New Zealand Police in regards to how this is working?
Look, Kerry, I actually attended the session at the Amberley Hotel yesterday for 2 hours, and that was in conjunction with the FMG, Federated Farmers, and the New Zealand Police, and they gave a lot of statistics around crime that is unreported, and one of the really relevant details around that is that if an unreported crime goes on, often that will determine how many physical police we have on the ground to keep our communities safe. Mm-hmm. So if it is in the power of the people to actually report any incidents of crime, and no matter how big or small, because that will actually go into the mixing box to get the numbers of police that we have. So, that was quite a relevant detail for me. But the app, we're really privileged across the Waimakariri and the Hurunui to actually have this app, and people with the who hadn't downloaded the app onto their phones, people are there to help support them with that. So there is a session at midday, from midday till 2 p.m. at the Cheviot Hotel, and then tonight at the Hurunui Hotel between 6 and 8. So if people have got a couple of hours that they could attend to that, I would really encourage them to go, because actually some of the statistics around theft and crime across our districts are actually quite confronting. So good to get that information and have. I mean, the police are just so supportive to us to keep our community safe. So it's our duty to support them back.
Absolutely, don't have a problem with that. At the Hurunui Hotel this evening at 6 o'clock. After that, you might want to wander up to the Balmoral Lookout, because that's not too far away from the Hurunui Hotel. You and I went up there last Friday, and you hosted me up on top of the hill. We had a picnic and looked out over the Amuri Basin. What an amazing spot in the Hurunui, and anyone can go up there. You might have to walk up the hill, but that's an amazing part of the old stomping ground there, Murray.
Yeah, look, it is. I'm really proud of the collaboration between our local community groups, our Lions groups, and Department of Conservation. You know, it really has allowed that little iconic treasure to be, cared for and loved, and people just go up there we met Sue up there, who just walked up the hill just for exercise. I mean, so many people are using it for an exercise track, but actually every time you go there, the view is just absolutely stunning, So
you have to see it to believe it. You have to see it to believe it, really. It's just amazing. I'd like to thank the mayoral consort as well, and the chauffeur driver up the hill, Dave. I know you're listening, Dave. Good on you, mate. It's getting a wee bit hairy going through the pass there, but after we got to the top, it was absolutely fantastic. Moving on to another thing that you and I have agreed to do is the Charles Upham Retirement Village Big Splash. It's coming up on this Friday. How's your fundraising going, and have you got your costume finally sorted out?
Oh, look, I'm delighted with the people that have sponsored me. I'm humbled by that support, and happy to receive any more that if people have got the desire to do so. For such a great cause to support people, families that have suffered the effects of stroke, because I'm pleased to be able to support that as a cause. And as far as my costume goes, yes, I am sorted as far as my costume goes, Kerry.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Me too. We'll see you there on Friday night at the Rangiora RSA. Good on you for doing this, because it's the North Canterbury Stroke Club raising funds for them. North Canterbury, St John's, and Rangiora Promotions coming on board too. So, Mari, it's always nice to have a chat to you. Good luck with the various bits and pieces going on at council this week. Oh, have you announced whether you're running for mayor again?
Not officially, but I will put an official media release next week. But I'm willing to share with you and your listeners, Kerry, that I'm really delighted to be able to consider putting myself forward, and I'm confident that our community needs stability and consistency going forward. We've come through a period of 3 years where it is, we've never had anything so disruptive, and the volume of work is extreme, but I think we've set a very strong platform, and I'm really be privileged to continue with that. So but yes,
next week
we'll put that out next week. Thank you.
Nudge nudge, wink wink, say no more. Mari, every Wednesday we have a chat to you. Thank you so much. We'll do this again next Wednesday.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kerry.
It is Compass FM.
Compass FM.